What's going on, everybody? Welcome back
to the channel.
Today it's just going to be a purchase highlight of random films and stuff that I've added to the collection that, I might not necessarily keep in the collection, but I want to check out nonetheless. Purchase highlight, that's what I'm going to call these videos from now on, purchase highlights, because I'm not going to show you everything I bought, just a little few that I picked up. Charity shop hunt as well going on in here, so it's going to be pretty fun.
Charity, charity, charity. It's a charity.
I got 3 for £1 in cancer research. I got a film called The Blue Lamp. Now, I watched Casablanca a little while ago from a kind of like noir movie from the 40s. It was great. I loved it. So I saw this on the shelf. It's from Studio Canal Vintage Classics. It's a 50s police procedural. Yeah, I'm up for that. So I picked it up, 3 for £1. It's all there, disc and stuff. So yeah, if you've seen this movie, let me know what you think about it. I've not heard of it myself. My mum did say to me that there's quite big names in there for the time anyway. So this should be a good little police procedural thriller. Looking forward to checking it out. Next up is a sci-fi movie that I didn't even realise is apparently a horror film. Directed by Danny Boyle, who gave us Trainspotting and 20 Days Later, as it says on there, because I'm reading it from my camera because I'm a twat. For some reason I thought it was straight up like science fiction kind of epic movie, kind of like Armageddon, something like that. But apparently this is a really decent kind of gone under the radar horror film. And when this was in the 3 for £1, I thought I had to grab this just to give it my own check out and see what I think about it. But yeah, Sunshine. Hopefully it's going to be good. I hope so. So yeah, it's got is it Cillian Murphy or Cillian Murphy, however you pronounce his name, from 20 Days Later, and he's from Red Eye and stuff like that. He's in it as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's Sunshine. Next up is an old TV show that I always see and I always think about picking up, and it finally fell in my lap in the 3 for £1 deal. And that film stars, that series, should I say, stars Sean Bean, and it is the, I'm assuming, 90s ITV drama called Sharp. I'm hoping this is like kind of got a, obviously it's not going to be as brutal or as crazy as Game of Thrones, but like it seems like it has that almost kind of vibe to it. Obviously it's based on the Napoleon Wars, so hopefully there's going to be some epic battles in here and some really cool storytelling. Never seen this one. 3 for £1 for the whole series, so I'm really happy to delve into this. Like I said, probably in about 10 years, but as I say, I digress, guys. But yeah, Sharp. Let me know if you've seen this, guys, and what you think. Did this, I'm assuming it didn't, but did this start the curse of Sean Bean, where he dies and everything? Obviously, he must have been in the show until its end, but, I'm expecting him to die at the end because that's what happens to his character in everything he's in. So let's see. Hopefully, he survives. That's Sharp, the complete collection. Next up, I picked up a couple of movies that I know my dad loved when he was alive. I got these in a 2 for £1 deal in Sense charity. It's a copy of Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur or Ben-Hur. Who knows the pronunciation? I will pronounce the H and say Ben-Hur.
Because Ben is a she, apparently.
But yeah, Ben-Hur, Ben-Hur, whatever you call it. I've heard this film is meant to be like an epic 3-hour, just really, really cool experience. Apparently, very much inspired the Colosseum stuff in Gladiator, apparently. But this was again in this is 50p, brand new and sealed. I love that artwork there. It's amazing. I love it. But yeah, I'm trying to pick up films my dad loved when he was alive, and I wouldn't be such a big movie fan if it wasn't for my dad. So I picked up Ben-Hur, and I also picked up Spartacus as well. Because I've never seen this movie. I've seen the obvious Stanley Kubrick movies, but Spartacus I've not seen. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. Again, my dad loved this movie as well. This is a nice kind of deluxe DVD with the original artwork there, which is pretty fucking dope, to be honest.
Never used that word before, but I thought that was ideal for that sentence. Anyway.
And this next lot was a 6 for £1.50 in my local hospice charity. First thing, they all have a theme. You're going to see they all have a theme here, and it's on purpose. So the first up is the Japanese version of Transformers, the Takara series. Never seen these. I don't think it's the whole series. I think it's just like a volume with a bunch of episodes on. It says here, for the first time in the UK. So it is the Japanese version of Transformers. But yeah, looking forward to checking this out. I do love myself the Transformers animation. Apparently, according to my research, Takara was the series that succeeded the original Generation 1 Transformers cartoon. America or the US, whoever produced it, they finished with season 4. They kind of decided that was the end of this of that version of the series, and then basically, from what I know, Hasbro passed on the rights to a Japanese studio, and they did their own interpretation. So it's pretty much a Transformers anime, which just sounds awesome to me. So yeah, I thought I'd pick that up for 6 for $150. As I kept saying, this will have a theme. Next up is the Michael Bay Transformers movie. Now, I don't know if you've guys seen, you must have done because it was a big trailer when it came out, the new Transformers movie that's coming out, Rise of the Beasts, I think it's called. Now, that trailer looks really surprising. You can ask Soph, I was hype as fuck. When I saw Generation 1 designs, I lost my shit. So I'm hoping that movie's good. I know Michael Bay isn't directing it, so hopefully they'll have somebody that actually can direct these scenes and frame these scenes properly and have it look like you know what they're doing. Because I thought Bumblebee was the best of the bunch in terms of the Transformers franchise, in terms of live action movies. And they made it so you could actually see the fight in it. It wasn't just a mush and metal, which I think these movies have. They suffer big time. The scripts aren't very good either, but I want to give this whole franchise a rewatch for that new movie. So I've watched Bumblebee recently, so I don't have to watch that again. But I want to give myself a fresh relook on these. Never really cared for these movies that much, but you never know. A rewatch might actually change my opinion. You never know. That's Transformers. Obviously, it follows the bunch here. 6 for $150. I couldn't leave all these there, really, to be honest. I don't care about having them on Blu-ray. DVD is fine. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. I remember this one being particularly terrible, but we'll see on a rewatch how that is. Hopefully, Soph would like to experience the terror that is the awful Transformers movies with me. Maybe it could be like a marathon thing at some point. But yeah, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. We keep on the theme with Transformers: Dark of the Moon. A better sequel, if I remember correctly, but it's still one that I didn't care for at all. I thought it was pretty bad, to be honest. But yeah, got that to rewatch. I do like the artwork. I think, Optimus Prime looks pretty killer on the front cover there. So that's cool. Next up, we have the 4th movie, Age of Extinction. I'm not going to defend this movie because I think it's still quite overlong and bad, but it was nowhere near the train wreck that people were saying it was. I fairly had some entertainment value from it because I like Mike Wahlberg anyway, and I think the Dinobots were pretty cool because fucking Dinobots, man. Who doesn't like Dinobots? Maybe their designs were a bit overcomplicated, but didn't hate this one as much as I hated the rest. The first one's all right, but yeah, this one wasn't as bad. I still think 2 and 3 are probably not as good. Probably are the worst. I know 3's all right. I'm a bit mixed on this franchise. There's some I never gravitate to them, and but I didn't think this was that bad if I remember correctly. But you never know, my opinions may change when I give them a rewatch. And last of the 6 for £1.50 is the latest the latest in the Transformers franchise, The Last Night. I've not seen this one, and I've heard it's the worst of the bunch. So good luck to me. But yeah, I thought 6 for £1.50 to get these Transformers DVDs was pretty much a no-brainer. And obviously I got the Japanese anime of it as well. So yeah, 6 for £1.50 is pretty good lot there. I don't know if I'm going to keep them when I watch them. They might still solidify that they're terrible and I don't like them, but a rewatch is always healthy if you're not too sure. I haven't seen the new one yet, so I'm wondering if that's going to be good. But according to the trailer, based on my opinion on the trailer of the new one coming this year, it looks pretty fun. So hopefully they can course correct and it'll be really good. And the good thing is the new film is a direct sequel to the Bumblebee movie. So that's good because that movie was pretty damn good. I really enjoyed Bumblebee. Next up we have apologies. So, a little while ago, I had this for ages, by the way. I picked up the Batman movie, the Batman Lego movie, should I say. Really enjoyed this in the cinema when I saw it. It came out. I thought it was loads of fun. Loads of great nods to long-time Batman fans that just love the character. Loads of great jokes in there as well. Just really fun. Really enjoyed it. Rewatched it fairly recently. Didn't grab me as much as the second time around. I thought it was a bit weak on the second time around. But that's just how rewatches go. You either can love it more or you could be the same or you can like it less. Unfortunately for me, Lego Batman wasn't really that great on a rewatch. I found it a bit of a slow one. A bit of a it kind of outstayed its welcome towards the end of the film, in my opinion. But that's Lego Batman. But anyway, I've had this for a while, and I wanted to get the rest of the, the big budget, Lego movies, not the little kind of mini movies that they put out all the time. So I thought I'd go out of my way and get the rest of them. The Lego movie, I love this film. I saw this in the cinema. I had no shame at all. I went to a fucking kids movie in the cinema. Who gives a shit? I don't. Love it. Even on the rewatch, it still holds up really well. The fact that it's all CG animation and made to look like Lego is astonishing to me, because I think there was a rumour that it was all made with Lego and made in stop motion, but it's not. It's actually CG, but it's made to look like a Lego stop motion, which is really, really cool. I fucking love this movie. I think it's great. It's just a marvel of modern CG animation, and they smashed it out of the park with the Lego movie. The Lego Ninjago movie, not seen this one. Not sure how I feel about it. I don't really know much about the actual Ninjago brand, so that's new to me. I really want a Lego Bionicle movie, if I'm honest with you, but I digress there. But yeah, Lego Ninjago. Again, I wanted to complete the big budget movies, and that's one of them. And to cap this off, we've got the Lego Movie 2, the second part. Now, I didn't really care for this on when I watched it in cinemas. I thought it was a very weak sequel to the first movie. I guess it's still fun, but it goes into weird directions when it concerns characters and stuff like that. It's very strange. I understand it's meant to be portraying like a kid's imagination for this story. It's just in a kid's mind, and he's playing it out with Legos, and that's the whole premise of these movies, which is fun in and of itself. But I felt like I found myself kind of like checking my watch a lot and wondering when I can actually leave the cinema, because I don't usually like walking out of cinemas during films. I like to sit and get my money's worth and watch the whole movie. But this wasn't that great. I'm hoping that I might change my mind on the rewatch. So yeah, pretty happy with getting the Lego movies on Blu-ray. Got these fairly cheap. I think they're like £1 each in CEX. So really happy to get those. I'm hoping we get maybe a Lego Batman movie 2, or like I said, a Lego Bionicle movie would be killer, because there's a lot of cool story elements for the Bionicle franchise that I think would go really well into a movie. But those are the Lego movies. Last few here are Blu-rays. I went into HMV last week, and Criterion had a 2 for $20 sale. Now, I'm very selective with my let's try that again. I'm very selective with my Criterion pickups and purchases, because I find that they don't really cater for me that much, and there's only the odd stuff that really comes of like, I've got to buy that. That looks awesome. And these two movies was recommended me by a staff member. Now, I always get wary about staff members recommending movies, because obviously I don't know their taste, I don't know their opinions on movies, because you usually base your opinion, whether you're going to like something or whether you're going to check something out, when you look at somebody else's opinion, and is their taste aligns, does their taste align with yours? So you never know whether you're going to like what you pick up based on someone else's opinion, because your tastes might be completely different. But this movie sounded really cool to me. Danny Glover, kind of like a whodunit thriller, I suppose it sounds to me. It sounds really decent. It's called To Sleep With Anger. Sounded cool. 2 for $20 on the Criterion. I think £10 for a Criterion is the way it should be, but they won't be. They'll be fucking stupid money. But £10 I don't mind spending for a Criterion release. I know the transfer is going to be outstanding, because they always are. But they're pretty bare bones, in my opinion, for a release like this, especially from a boutique. But maybe I'm just spoiled by other boutique labels at cheaper price points, perhaps. That's a topic right there to talk about, I suppose, in the future. But yeah, Sleep With Anger, I was told it's good. Danny Glover, great actor. This could be a decent one. Next up, this is the wild card. Wild card alert, guys, because I don't know if I've made a mistake buying this. So this was I couldn't find anything else on the 2 for $20 deal that I wanted, and the staff member recommended me The Lure. Now, this is about 2 female mermaids that want to see what his life is like living with humans on land. So they go on land and they make it famous, singing the songs of the siren at this nightclub. But it all goes horribly wrong. It's like a weird kind of musical horror. from what I've read, and the musical part really puts me off, because if you know me by now, guys, you know I don't like musicals at all. They strip me away completely from the experience of the storytelling aspect of a movie. They really do. I don't understand why people have to just sing out of nowhere. Like, is this really relevant for the story? No, it isn't, guys. Why are you doing it? But according to the staff member that I spoke to in HMV, they said that this goes more hard on the horror element, and the musical side is a bit more kind of in the background. It's not a major player in the movie. So I'm hoping he's speaking truth here, and we can actually like have a good time with this mermaid horror movie with some musical elements in there somewhere. I'm hoping they're buried and they're not the focus of the movie, because that would really piss me off. But I'm hoping this is good. It's a Polish film. Hopefully it's good. So yeah, there for 2 for 20, I got To Sleep with Anger and The Lure. So hopefully these are good. I'm praying these are good. But you know, I'm buying off of a whim and a recommendation. So who knows? You know, I just wanted to get something because I was in that kind of thing. I want to buy something today kind of mood. But yeah, those are the 2 Criterion releases that I picked up. The final release I bought on a whim, solely based on the fact that Sophie's seen this movie and really liked it, and I just am kind of intrigued by the premise of this movie. Now, I wasn't going to buy it. It was on, I think it was on Amazon Prime. I could watch it, or Netflix, one of the two. Netflix or Amazon Prime, one of the two. I could watch it whenever I wanted to. But I discovered this label on Amazon Italy, and it sounds like it's a really nice label. The way they've done their release is really nice. The label is called Hell House. It's on Amazon Italy. And the film I picked up is called Countdown. And this is some people call this a technology horror, because it's basically the piece of technology is bringing the horror to it. This film really intrigues me. I was seeing the trailer and I was like, this looks just, if it's bad, it could be fun bad. And then I saw this Blu-ray on Amazon Italy, and they refunded me for something, so I had a bit of money. So I picked it up. It wasn't cheap. It was like 11 quid or whatever. Yeah, 11 euros. And I just love the way they've packaged this. There's like really nice spot gloss in. And on the back, it's got really nice spot gloss in there as well. But the slip cover's like, it's like a velvety to the touch. It's really nice. If you own the 88 Films Humanoids of the Deep and you have their slip cover for that, it's like that. It's got this like weird, like really velvety kind of touch to it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to checking this out. This looks like right up my street. It looks like dumb fun, where you got your phone app and it tells you how long you got left to live, and it just breeds paranoia and craziness. It looks really fun. It just comes on it comes with a Blu-ray and a DVD, and you've got this cool little art card there as well. Really nice release. I actually really like this Hell House. If I get the logo in frame there, Hell House. Yeah, I really like the way they package their Blu-rays here. With a nice black case as well. I always like black cases. They're really, really cool. But yeah, Hell House release of Countdown. They've also got the first 2 Rec movies as well. However, I don't think they come with English subtitles. I think if you're going to buy from this label, I think they're strictly an Italian label. Hence, if you're going to buy anything from them, I think you've got to make sure you're buying something that's, that's in English. If you're buying from an English country, of course. Because I don't think they'll have English subtitles included on their own releases. So, anyway, that is the last pickup for this this purchase highlight video. Let me know your opinions on these films down below. If you've seen The Lure, I'd be really intrigued to see what you say about The Lure, because I'm looking forward to checking it out and hoping I like it. I'm hoping it does go priority horror, secondary musical. I hope the musical part is like buried as far as it can be buried. Anyway, that will be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's been a long time since I did a video last week. It's just I haven't had the time to do anything, and I need to figure out where I want to go with the channel in terms of video ideas. I've been writing stuff down, just bringing just stuff that I want to talk about in videos. But yeah, just thought I'd bring this purchase highlight video and see how you feel about these pickups, and would you get these if you saw these like this cheap. Anyway, guys, and as always, I'll see you next time, I suppose. Bye.